Hi everyone. Tonight I decided to do something a little different. I wanted to just talk regular. Um, I wanted to read a book. Um, it's called 50 Shades Freed. I don't know if you guys are familiar with. This is the third book. It's a trilogy. The first one was called 50 Shades of Grey. Um, 50 Shades of Grey. And I believe the second one is called 50 Shades Darker, and this one is 50 Shades Free. This book actually comes from my client. She had this. I was actually kind of surprised that she had this book in her collection. So, you guys, if you want to listen to me read, just sit back and enjoy, or, if you're trying to go to sleep, enjoy. So I'm just going to get started. 50 Shades Freed. Oh, and I'm going to try my best to do the gum cracking in between. I don't know, as much as I can. So, chapter 1. I stare up through the gaps in the seagrass parasol at the bluest of skies, summer blue, Mediterranean blue, with a contented sigh. Christian is beside me, stretched out on a sun lounge. My husband, my hot, beautiful husband, shirtless and in cut-off jeans, is reading a book predicting the collapse of the Western banking system. By all accounts, it's a page-turner. I haven't seen him sit this still ever. He looks more like a student than the hot-shot CEO of one of the top privately owned companies in the United States. On the final leg of our honeymoon, we laze in the afternoon sun on the beach of the aptly named Beach Plaza, Monte Carlo in Monaco. Although we're not actually staying in this hotel, I open my eyes and gaze out at the Fair Lady anchored in the harbor. We are staying, of course, on board a luxury motor yacht built in 1928. She floats majestically on the water, queen of all the yachts in the harbor. She looks like a child's wind-up toy. Christian loves her. I suspect he's tempted to buy her. Honestly, boys and their toys. Sitting back, I listen to the Christian Grey mix on my new iPod and doze in the late afternoon sun, idly remembering his proposal. Oh, his dreamy proposal in the boathouse. I could almost smell the scent of the meadow flowers. Can we marry tomorrow? Christian murmurs softly in my ear. I am sprawled on his chest in the flowery bower in the boathouse, sated from our passionate lovemaking. Mm-hmm. Is that a yes? I hear his hopeful surprise. Mm-hmm. A no. Mm-mm. I sense his grin. Miss Steele, are you incoherent? I grin. He laughs and hugs me tightly, kissing the top of my head. Vegas tomorrow it is then. Sleepily, I raise my head. I don't think my parents would be very happy with that. He thrums his fingertips up and down my naked back, caressing me gently. What do you want, Anastasia? Vegas, a big wedding with all the trimmings. Tell me. Not big, just friends and family. I gaze up at him, moved by the quiet entreaty in his glowing gray eyes. What does he want? Okay, he nods. Where? I shrug. Could we do it here? He asks tentatively. Your folks' place? Would they mind? He snorts. My mother would be in seventh heaven. Okay, here. I'm sure my mom and dad would prefer that. He strokes my hair. Could I be any happier? So we've established where, now, the when. Surely you should ask your mother. Christian smiles dip. You can have a month. That's it. I want you too much to wait any longer. Christian, you have me. You've had me for a while. But okay, a month it is. I kiss his chest, a small chaste kiss, and smile. You're burned, Christian whispered in my ear, startling me from my daze. Only for you, I gave him my sweetest smile. Late afternoon sun has shifted, and I am under its full glare. He smirks and in one swift move pulls my sun lounge into the shade of the parasol. Out of the Mediterranean sun, Miss Gray, thank you for your altruism, Mr. Gray. My pleasure, Miss Gray, and I am not being altruistic at all. If you burn, I won't be able to touch you. He raised an eyebrow, his eyes shining with mirth, and my heart expands. But I suspect you know that, and you're laughing at me. Would I gasp, feigning innocence. Yes, you would, and you do, often, and it's one of the many things I love about you. He leans down and kisses me, playfully biting my lower lip. I was hoping you'd rub me down with more sunscreen. I pout against his lips. Miss Gray, it's a dirty job, but that's an offer I can't refuse. Sit up, he orders, his voice husky. I do as I'm told, and with the slow, meticulous strokes from strong, supple fingers, he coats me in sunscreen. You really are very lovely. I'm a lucky man, he murmurs as his finger skims over my breast, spreading the lotion. Yes, you are, Mr. Gray. I gaze coyly up at him through my lashes. Modesty becomes you, Miss Gray. Turn over. I want to do your back. Smiling, I roll over and he undoes the backstrap of my hideously expensive bikini. How would you feel if I went topless like the other women on the beach, I ask. Displeased, he says without hesitation. I'm not very happy about you wearing so little right now. He leans down and whispers in my ear, don't push your luck. Is that a challenge, Mr. Gray? No, it's a statement of fact, Miss Gray. I sigh and shake my head. Oh, Christian, my possessive, jealous, control freak Christian. When he's finished, he slaps my behind. You'll do, wench. He's ever present, ever active. Blackberry buzzes. I frown and he smirks. My eyes only, Miss Gray. He raises his eyebrows in playful warning, slaps my backside once more, and sits back down on his lounger to take the call. My inner goddess purrs. Maybe tonight we could do some kind of floor show for his eyes only. She smirks knowingly, arching a brow. I grin at the thought and drifted back into my afternoon siesta. Christian-speaking fluent French wakes me. My eyelashes flutter in the glare of the sun, and I find Christian watching me while a liveried young woman walks away, her tray held aloft, her high blonde ponytail swinging provocatively. Before that, it was a lot of French talking, and I wasn't about to try to read that, but I guess the lady asked them if they wanted something to drink. Thirsty, he asked. Yes, I muttered sleepily. I could watch you all day. Tired? I flush. I didn't get much sleep last night. Me neither. He grins down, puts down his BlackBerry, and stands his short fall. Puts down his BlackBerry and stands. His shorts fall a little and hang in that way, so his swim trunks are visible beneath. Christian takes his shorts off, stepping out of his flip-flops. I lose my train of thought. Come for a swim with me. He holds out his hand, and while I look up at him dazed, swim, he says again, cocking his head to one side, an amused expression on his face. When I don't respond, he shakes his head slowly. I think you need a wake-up call. Suddenly, he pounces and lifts me into his arms while I shriek, more from surprise than alarm. Christian, put me down, I squeal. He chuckles, only in the sea, baby. Several sunbathers on the beach watch with that bemused disinterest so typical. I now realize of the French as Christian carries me to the sea, laughing, and wades in. I clasp my arms around his neck. You wouldn't, I say breathlessly, trying to stifle my giggle. He grins. Oh, Anna, baby, have you learned nothing in the short time we've known each other? He kisses me, and I seize my opportunity, running my fingers through his hair, grasping 2 handfuls and kissing him back while invading his mouth with my tongue. He inhales sharply and leans back, his eyes smoky but wary. I know your game, he whispers, and slowly sinks into the cool, clear water, taking me with him as his lips find mine once more. The chill of the Mediterranean is soon forgotten as I wrap myself around my husband. I thought you wanted to swim, I murmur against his mouth. You're very distracting. Christian gazes his teeth along my lower lip, but I'm not sure I want the good people of Monte Carlo to see my wife in the throes of passion. I run my teeth along his jaw, his stubble tickly against my tongue, not caring a dime for the good people of Monte Carlo. Anna, he groans. He wraps my ponytail around his wrist and tugs gently, tilting my head back, exposing my throat. He trails kisses from my ear down my neck. Shall I take you in the sea? He breathes. Yes, I whisper. Christian pulls away and gazes down at me, his eyes warm, wanting, and amused. Miss Gray, you're insatiable and so brazen. What sort of monster have I created? A monster fit for you. Would you have me any other way? I'll take you anywhere I can get you. You know that. But not right now, not with an audience. He jerked his head toward the shore. What? Sure enough, several sunbathers on the beach have abandoned their indifference and now regard us with interest. Suddenly, Christian grasps me around my waist and launches me into the air, letting me fall into the water and sink beneath the waves to the soft sand below. I surface coughing, spluttering, and giggling. Christian, I scold, glaring at him. I thought we were going to make love in the sea and chalk up yet another first. He bites his lower lip to stifle his amusement. I splash him and he splashes me right back. We have all night, he said. We have all night, he says, grinning like a fool. Later's baby. He dives beneath the sea and surfaces 3 feet away from me. Then in a fluid, graceful crawl, he swims away from the shore, away from me. I shield my eyes from the sun as I watch him go. He's such a tease. What can I do to get him back? While I swim to the shore, I contemplate my options. At the lounges, our drinks have arrived, and I take a quick sip of Diet Coke. Christian is a faint speck in the distance. I lie down on my front and, fumbling with the straps, take my bikini top off and toss it casually onto Christian's sun lounge. There, see how brazen I can be, Mr. Gray. Put this in your pipe and smoke it. I shut my eyes and let the sun warm my skin, warm my bones, and I drift away under its heat, my thoughts turning to my wedding day. You may kiss the bride, Reverend Walsh announces. I beam at my husband. Finally, you're mine, he whispers and pulls me into his arms and kisses me chastely on the lips. I am married. I am Miss Christian Gray. I am giddy with joy. You look beautiful, Anna, he murmurs and smiles, his eyes glowing with love and something darker, something hot. Don't let anyone take that dress off you but me, understand? Smile heats 100 degrees as his fingertips trail down my cheek, igniting my blood. Holy crap, how does he do this even here with all these people staring at us? I nod mutely. Geez, I hope no one can hear us. Luckily, Reverend Walsh has discreetly stepped back. I glance at the throng gathered in their wedding finery. My mom, Ray, Bob, and the Grays are all applauding. Even Kate, my maid of honor, who looks stunning in pale pink as she stands beside Christian's best man, his brother Elliot. Who knew that even Elliot could scrub up so well? All wear huge, beaming smiles, except Grace, who weeps graciously under a dainty white handkerchief. Ready to party, Miss Gray? Christian murmurs, giving me his shy smile. I melt. He looks divine in his simple black tux with silver waistcoat and tie. He's so dashing. Ready as I'll ever be, I grin a totally goofy smile on my face. Later the wedding party is in full swing. Carrick and Grace have gone to town. They have the tent set up again and beautifully decorated in pale pink, silver, and ivory with its sides open facing the bay. We have been blessed with fine weather and the late afternoon sun shines over the water. There's a dance floor at one end of the tent and a lavish buffet at the other. Ray and my mother are dancing and laughing with each other. I feel bittersweet watching them together. I hope Christian and I last longer. I don't know what I'll do if he left me. Marry in haste, repent at leisure. The saying haunts me. Kate is beside me, looking so beautiful in her long silk gown. She glances at me and frowns. Hey, this is supposed to be the happiest day of your life, she scolds. It is, I whisper. Oh, Anna, what's wrong? Are you watching your mom and Ray? I nod sadly. They're happy, happier apart. I think I'm going to end it here, you guys. And if you guys want me to continue reading, let me know down in the comments, and I will gladly oblige. This is 50 Shades Free by E.L. James. Like I said, this book is a trilogy. This is the third book of the trilogy. The first book is 50 Shades of Grey. Some of you might have seen the movie. Yeah. I'm going to say goodnight, and thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you want me to continue to read. Good night.